Surrounded by the arms of the trees, I raise my throat and let the branches into my mouth, blocking the way out for words and sounds. I am silent. I am listening.
Thanks to all who spent nights with me and those who made me cry those nights. A new winter will come and I will find new ones who will bring my body to a chapel. For now, just thanks to those who wiped off my blood from the floor and put me to sleep when I was trembling there next to the door. And my joints were tied up tightly by the eyes that told me, I don't love you, I hate you right now. Go to your room and think, alone. They meant go to your room, get sad, save your mom from being sad. Thank you though. I don't need very much of your attention. I need it all. Because when I asked for soup, I was pointed at the door.
The strings of experience, fear of the end of the world, and my own forgotten thoughts tremble in the wind. Come back home. Deeper home. It's warm there. I am silent. I am listening.
In spring flowers on a table lives the hope of getting over the distance that doesn't allow you to touch the hands that you crave to touch. In the wind and your hair lives a thrill to sense the scent of their words all over your skin again. In the middle of a chest lives the trembling of their rapid, bright pro-them love and resentment of it being so far away. In the band of those lives a poetic excitation and obsession with being so distant and so close. In your exhales during the morning coffee and a cigarette ritual lives a shiver that tries to put your kisses, admiration, and embraces into words for them, written an endless number of letters from your mind, never sending them. I wake up nauseous, choking on my sadness. Talking to the grass, asking for forgiveness, hearing my mother's voice in the wind that puts me back to sleep, shows me my favorite flower, sings me my favorite songs, makes you get lost in the fog and finally leave me alone. I wake up nauseous, choking on my sadness. I am a sad woman. Sometimes.
Like my mother.
Like my mother. Sometimes.
Like my grandmother.
Like my grandmother. Sometimes.
I am a sad woman.
I am a sad woman.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. 7 miles in progression before hitting a rock, waiting for a mission, asking for your permission to finally talk, getting over my mind's terrorist attacks while waking up thinking of her, replying to myself over and over, theatrical acts, still having nobody to refer to. I disagree with silence, but I can't talk. I disagree with inaction, but I can't even walk. She's having a bad day, they say.
I am a sad woman.
I am a sad woman. Sometimes.
Like my mother.
Like my mother. Sometimes. Like my grandmother.
I am a sad woman.
I am a sad woman.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Come in. Evening, gentlemen. New regulations. 2 meters apart.
Oh no.
2 meters apart are safe. 2 meters is slightly less than 3 possums in a row. 3. So, always bring your possums with you in an orderly fashion. To the bar, to the supermarket, to the movies, to the bedroom. If you are allergic to possums, you can also use a couple of sheep, an Irish wolfhound, or 5 cats, at least 5. 195 meters apart. We should be alright as long as we both keep our human masks on. 190 meters apart. Still safe. They really meant 190. That's scientifically proven, but it's just simply too hard to remember for us normal folks, so they must exaggerate. 185 meters apart. That is me, essentially. With a hat. Only, I never wear a hat. So you just have to imagine it. 180 meters apart. That's enough for America. The land of feet and inches. 6 feet. 175 meters apart. The distance between us when you are angry. 170 meters apart. The perfect distance I need to be able to kill you with a spear without throwing it. 165 meters apart. We are still safe. If you don't breathe, don't move. I'll do the breathing for both of us. 160 meters apart. My entire embrace after you cut off both my hands. 155 meters apart. There's a tribe in Amazon that swears by this rule. Of course, they're all pygmies. 150 meters apart. The pygmies next town insist on 150 because they always want to outdo their neighbors. And of course, tourism is booming. 145 meters apart. This will have to do if one of your possums dies. 140 meters apart. Well, at least we'll die together.
Þar sem þú stendur bundin á bálkestinum og finnur logan að leika þig, getur þú bara hugsað eitt. Ekki Frakkland og ekki Guð og ekki stelpuna sem þú elskaðir eða strákinn sem þú drafst. Nei, ekkert af þessu. Þú getur bara hugsað svifbretti. Svifbretti til þess að stíga upp til himna á. Þig dreymir að svífa yfir hraðbrautir framtíðinnar. Þig dreymir að svífa yfir vígvelli framtíðinnar. Þig dreymir krossfestingu, fallexi eða rafmagnsstól, allt annað en þetta daunilla bál. Þig dreymir sundsprett í signu, þig dreymir að finna goluna leika andlitið af þér á meðan þú brennur af bálinu og andlitið flagnar af þér og fötin flagna af og húðin flagnar af og svo veist ekki meira, veist aldrei meira.
In orbit, they maintain particles of dreams and symbols rolling. In orbit, they maintain symbols rolling. Particles of dreams and symbols rolling. Our city is protected by naked women. At sunset, they stare at the sky. At night, they strip and fly above the blockaded skyline to where they all meet at the satellite of technology and witchcraft. They have 12 wolf opposites. In orbit, they maintain formulas that map trajectories of creative integrity. Its odd salient oaths and daytime promise, its potentials and magics and labours. Particles of dreams and symbols rolling, the fog of pastel, the mist of clarity, 2 twigs of time, a pinch of space and a dash of salt. Stirring it like a transcontinental locomotive, splatters of golden sound break against the waiting ears below, like going to a 3-day party, shifting its features and particles. This faceted ocean breaks, a wave in space, against the waiting ears below. The animals inside them begin to pose and idyll. Inner elegance shines through all the complexes cast on them. Pain erupts on their skin, and their homes boom into organisms full of mountains and inner stone dwellers. Then one starts, says something like, "It makes me want to hoot, it makes me wait to hoot, it makes me, shakes me, it makes me, it enchants me, it cures me, it sends me, it shapes me, it molds me, wait." A collar, formed of the jungles, tree-born jewels, its leaves and photosyntactidioms, its rain-polished nodes of stemming gladness, its metalled flowers and charged feathers, a collar of blended bounty. Then it is broadcast time. The orbiting naked women and their wolf apostles take a moment from their good ratios to lighten up the general circumstance in every inner sight, wherever hats, helmets, headdresses and asteroid umbrellas are hung on a cosmopole. This is known as Epiphany on-ramp via tarmac of the catharsis. The catharsis that lasts longer than the night is through. The breakdown that is not the break-up. The exalting of the overspilling, and it is only the first. Breakfast full of daylights, with many more good to go.
Sorrowland, Blackbird Land. No one sings the national anthem in the hour of death. Bang bang!
Bodies have landscapes, mesmerized has slowed down. The waters purify my soul.
Mountains and inner stone dwellers. Then one starts, says something like, it makes me want to hoot, it makes me wait to hoot, it makes me, shakes me, it makes me, it enchants me, it cures me, it sends me, it shapes me, it molds me, wait, come on.